The 1966 Canadian 5-cent coin, often simply referred to as the nickel, holds a unique place in Canadian numismatic history. Issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, this coin is part of the pre-metric, pre-decimal era of Canadian currency before the shift toward modern coinage standards. The obverse front of the coin features the first portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by British sculptor Mary Gillick. This youthful effigy was used from 1953 to 1964, but due to a delay in updating dies, it remained in use until 1966 on some denominations. This portrait is distinct for showing the Queen without a tiara, a design choice that emphasized grace and youthfulness, and marked a symbolic transition from colonial dependency to growing Canadian identity. On the reverse side, the coin famously features the image of a beaver sitting on a rock, a design created by G. E. Kruger Gray in 1937. The beaver is not just a symbol of industriousness but also of immense economic significance. During the fur trade era, beaver pelts were a vital commodity in Canada's colonial economy. The image of the beaver had become synonymous with Canadian wildlife and national pride. The beaver design was introduced during King George VI's reign and continued through Elizabeth II's early coinage, becoming a long-lasting and iconic element of Canadian currency. The words of 5 cents, the year 1966, and the word Canada are engraved around the beaver. In terms of composition, the 1966 nickel was made of nickel 100%, making it magnetic and highly durable. It weighs 4.54 grams, with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters and a smooth edge. This was during the final years before the transition to smaller-sized nickels and multi-metal coin compositions that occurred in the 1980s and 1990s. Canada, being rich in natural nickel resources, especially from Sudbury, Ontario, used domestic nickel in minting, which also contributed to national pride and economic self-reliance during the Cold War and post-WWII industrial growth. Historically, 1966 was a time of significant change and modernization in Canada. The centennial of Canadian Confederation was just a year away. In 1967, and national identity was being emphasized more than ever. The Royal Canadian Mint, located in Ottawa, produced millions of these 5-cent coins as part of regular circulation. While they are not considered particularly rare today, well-preserved or uncirculated coins can still hold some value to collectors, especially those interested in Queen Elizabeth II's coinage or in pre-1967 Canadian coins that contain high nickel content. In the broader context of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, the 1966 coin belongs to her first portrait coinage period, before the later portraits introduced in 1965, 1990, and 2003. Each portrait change reflected the maturing monarchy and Canada's evolving relationship with the British Crown. As such, the 1966 5-cent coin captures a moment in time when Canada was shifting socially, politically,